Okay, so you've got some release for your buttock, so you'll be working on that on both sides to start with. Then you can release the outside of your thigh. There's a million different ways of doing it, but basically you're leaning on here, moving your leg, or doing your little stick rolling up and down there. So once you've done that, I think the next exercise to do would be the one firing up your abdominals. Pelvic bones are facing the ceiling. Yours, you tend to want to grip your buttocks and curl, so work just to relax here, keep that vertical. And then imagine you're trying to bend your lower back to the ground. You can't do that, but what you'll feel is the tension in your stomach muscles. Ribs are down, drawing your abdominals up and in without curling. You just keep that, and then can you let your leg go in and out in a straight line? So what, if Craig sits at the end there, he can just help you with the straightness of that. If you can manage to breathe at the same time, that would be an out breath, but if that all gets woohoo, don't worry about that. So that's your abdominals. Once you've done that, then you can do the weird bridging exercise. So the point of this is to get these inside thigh muscles working. So put a cushion or something between your inner thighs, not your knees. I've got my feet together, but you may find you want your feet very slightly apart for this. So if you imagine your thighs are like two sliding doors pressing together, not twisting, it's a flat feeling. That's your inner thighs. It always feels to me a bit like the back of my hamstrings, so the back of the thigh pulling together. This is neutral, not tucked. Abdominals, ribs, back of the inner thigh, pushing off your feet just to there. It's a really teeny movement. Back of inner thighs, abdominals, neutral, feet, push just to there. So see if you can do a few of those. Then we did working on the lats and the rib cage on this left-hand side. So just see if your knees can cope with this. On your elbows, feet together, knees apart. You can either tuck your toes under or not, that's up to you. Being careful that you don't under-tuck your tail, so keep your tailbone up, shoulders down, chest up. And then you just go back as far as you can without changing that. And then when you come forward, imagine you're pulling your elbow to your hip to try and get your lats and your ribs. So I'm pulling elbow to hip, that's my lats pulling me. So tail is up, spine is straight. Pull elbows to knees or to ribs, and you'll feel that tightness down that side. You've got that one, and then the last one is a wall squat. So the idea of your wall squat, come to the wall. Okay, so the idea of your wall squat is, again, the cushion is between your inner thighs, not your knees. You're trying to get perfect posture with inner thighs as you do your squat. So you look at your feet, they're parallel. You feel the back of the inner thighs holding the block, so you're not twisting. I didn't clench my buttocks for that. Then I'm thinking of the position of my pelvis. If I was doing it wrong, I'm under tucking. So you want a neutral pelvis. Slight drawing back with the abdominals, chest up. That puts you in the perfect position. Then you just sustain that as you go up and down. Noticing that your knees are tracking straight forward, back thighs, abdominals, chest up. Got that? Okay, here you go.